Hello and welcome. I call the channel the Jungle Nook, and today we're going to be working in this area right here. I want to clean up all these plants, give them a light trimming, add some fresh organics, and while I got the plants moved out of this area, I'm finally going to start converting the 75-gallon work tank into a proper display tank. But we do have a cold front coming in here right now. It's going to go down to 43 degrees Fahrenheit. My plants on the porch cannot handle that. So the first thing I actually have to do is just go outside, grab a bunch of plants, and just bring them in and put them anywhere I can, just so they'll be warm and nice and safe. All the plants I'm working on today are going to be getting some of this Osmocote Plus. It's an all-purpose, slow-release fertilizer, and that's what will be going into the pots first, and then I'll be giving them a top dressing of the worm castings. Now, when worm castings are broken down, it's mainly nitrogen. You get a little bit of calcium as well, but worm casting is not an all-purpose fertilizer or a organic that's going to provide all the different nutrients once it's broken down. But it's great for some extra nitrogen and a little bit of calcium, and calcium is extremely important for any new growth on a plant. So while moving plants around, I found one that is in distress. Now, normally, I would not take care of the problem right now because I'm in the middle of a project, and I would usually just finish up what I am doing and then take care of this tomorrow or the next day. You see there's some kind of fungus or something growing on this plant. It's just the one, and I just got this plant not too long ago. I'm going to take care of it right now. It won't take that long. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove these dead leaves and stuff. This is some kind of mold or fungus. I'm not even sure what it is, but it's growing on a dead part of the plant. That's its food. But sometimes things like that, after they've consumed all of that dead stuff, they'll begin attacking the live, healthy part of the plant. This plant's wilting. I don't know if that's because maybe it's a little underhydrated or if it has a compromised immune system because of whatever this is. Like this right here that I removed, that fungus or whatever eventually would have been feeding on that. Here's some more of it. And there's some dust. Dust, I'm calling it dust. There's some spores that are coming off of this. But we'll be taking care of the whole problem right now. Okay. I'm gonna go wash my hands before I do anything else, so I'm not continuing to contaminate other areas or plants. So right now I'm spraying it with neem oil. I'm gonna spray right down into the soil. This is not only is it an insecticide, but it's a fungicide and milicide. So it should take care of whatever this issue is down here for me. Letting it run right down the plant. I got a little sponge here. It's just a little sponge. It's a makeup, something to apply makeup. I'm just gonna make sure that I'm really getting down in between everything. Yeah, I'm seeing some more of it on the soil over here too. Neem oil is great. It's better to use neem oil and think of it as some protection for the plant. Just a little bit. It's not a real invasive or effective insecticide, but it's great for prevention, not really for dealing with a problem, although that's what I'm doing right here. But I think this will be fine. I removed 99% of whatever that stuff was that's in the pot. Some spores were released as I was removing it, but I did spray that area really good. Actually, I sprayed the entire inside of the pot. And now I'm wiping this plant off, and boy, this plant was dirty. Look at that. Yep, the way you guys are seeing the nook in the last couple of videos and the next few to come is not how you're used to seeing it. But I'm just showing you everything, you know, as I'm doing it and how it is. And pretty soon we're going to have some really cool videos to look at with some really beautiful plants and stuff. And, you know, have them in placements that really complement each other. I like putting different types of plants together with different types of leaf structure. And I also like putting multiple plants of the same together. I put plants together, you know, I clump the same type of plant together too, so they might look bigger and fuller. Wow. This leaf, at least that one, this plant's having multiple issues. Oh. No. Okay, I thought I just seen thrips, but there's no thrips. Definitely spider mites. Real healthy, robust colony of spider mites for sure. And maybe something else. I sometimes will blow on stuff if I'm not sure what it is, if it's an insect or not, and see if they move. Okay, a lot of these little black dots. What are these? They're not an insect. Uh-oh. It's moving. Wow, it's so small I can't even see it with a double magnifying glass. But it's moving and it's black. That's not a spider mite. Spider mites are white. Spider mites are not an insect. They're actually an arachnid. Good thing I did stop and not wait a few more days. This plant needs some care. I have recommended in the past that if you have a bad infestation, to put a couple drops of dish soap into some water and use that to wipe your plant down. Do not do that. Dish soap is no longer dish soap. If you go and grab your dish soap right now, it's going to say dishwashing liquid, or it might even on that bottle somewhere tell you what it really is, which is detergent. They use detergent now for dish soap because it is cheaper and more effective to clean your dishes. So it's not actually soap, and don't use it. Never use a detergent on your plants. That is not good advice any longer. Well, dishwashing soap's good advice, but there is no more dishwashing soap. It's dishwashing liquid. Really, it's detergent. I'm just gonna wipe all this stuff down. Don't, you know what? I'm gonna go a little bit farther than just wiping it down. There's a few leaves on here that I don't even like. Is this a growing tip? I do not want to cut a growing tip. That was not a growing tip. There's another real bad one over here. Now I'm gonna throw these out and wash these. I don't mind removing these leaves. These leaves are about ready to go anyway. So the neem oil, how that works. It is, well, what it does for the insects and anything that feeds on it, it doesn't straight away kill the insect. What it does is it makes the insect believe it is not hungry, and it just stops eating and it starves. And you're giving it a little bit of protection from mold and fungus and milicides too. But when you're putting this stuff on, you're cleaning the leaves and making them nice and shiny. Believe me, this plant is really happy we're out here taking care of it right now. I am so far behind schedule here. Sometimes I don't make videos, or sometimes I don't work on some little thing that I see that needs to get done because I'm thinking, oh, I can put that in a video, and then it gets put off. So I don't have time to actually make a video. But at the same time, it's me being on YouTube and making these videos for you guys that gets me out here working, because I might have just brought all these plants in today, set them down, and that was it. But I am in a rush and I want to get this stuff done, and I want to show you what I'm doing. This is just the day-to-day stuff. Wow. This is the day-to-day stuff that I do on the days that I'm working on my plants. I have not worked on anything there was like a 2-month period over the summer where I was barely doing anything other than watering. I actually sprayed and cleaned this up with the neem oil before I put the plant on it, but I'm going to do it again. I actually do use neem oil also to polish any of the woodwork that's in these rooms with the plants. It's a natural oil. It comes from the nut of the tree, I believe. Got this out of the trash. I get a lot of stuff out of the trash, saving it from going into the landfill for a little while, and it doesn't matter if I ruin it because I got it out of the trash. Now here's something I don't always do. I'm going to use a alcohol pad to clean off the scissors. I did wipe them off already with just water, but because of that fungus or whatever that was on there, this is a good idea. I'm just going to go through and trim up this stuff here. And add some of that Osmocote. When you can, try to keep it away from the stem. I know a lot of times you can't. But this stuff also, you want to work it into the soil, or at least put a top dressing over it. And I'm going to use the worm castings for that. There goes my cat. He is not going to stop until I go pet him and give him a treat. Like literally, that meowing will not stop. It could go for over an hour if I don't take care of him, so I'll be doing that in a second. Now I'm going to go over to those plants and do a bunch of them off camera to save time, but you get the idea as to what I'm doing. We'll get close-ups of the plants at the end of the video when the whole project's finished.